a second, let him have his moment, Daniel, no.
Usyk, well, I want my revenge. I want my revenge, Usyk. Well done on tonight. Well done on tonight.
Fight Crusaders, welcome back. Will Daniel the Dynamite be the last fight for unified champion, Alexander Usyk in the heavyweight division, or will he choose to defend his belts one last time against Joseph the Kiwi Samayon Parker? The bell clanged through the stale air of the old gym, signaling the end of Daniel's training session. He wiped the sweat from his forehead with the corner of his glove, his breaths heavy and ragged. The leather smacked against the side of his head as he pulled it off, revealing a tired smile. "You did good, kid," said his trainer, with a gruff pat on the shoulder. "Keep it up, and you'll be back on top in no time." But Daniel couldn't shake off the memory of the fight with Usyk. The way the Ukrainian's fists had found their marks, the pain that had radiated through his body, and the thunderous roar of the crowd as he'd quitted and kneeled on the canvas. It was a loss that had stung, but it was also a lesson he hadn't forgotten. He'd studied the tapes, dissected every punch, every step, and every dodge. He knew where he'd gone wrong, and he was determined not to make those same mistakes again. Since that fateful night, Daniel had climbed back into the ring with a newfound fire in his belly. First, there was the fight against Big Baby Miller.
Big Baby. Every baby has a daddy, and I'm gonna beat you like I'm your daddy.
The heavyweight had underestimated the young Brit, and Daniel had made him pay. His powerful right hand and combinations had sent Miller reeling into the ropes, and the crowd had erupted as Daniel had claimed victory, proving that he was more than just a promising prospect. Then came the bout with Hrgovic. The Croatian was a towering figure, a heavyweight with a reputation for knocking out his opponents with ease.
He has the basic style. He's a little bit slow, and you can see his punches coming. You know, he don't have great defense. Fucking stupid. He mentioned the sparring where he got beaten up. 4 sparrings, and I smashed him 3 times, and it was easy. It's easy. He has easy style.
But Daniel had faced him with a newfound confidence, his jab snapping like a whip, keeping Hrgovic at bay. The fight had been a war of attrition, with each fighter giving their all. In the end, it was Daniel's resilience that won the day, his jabs and straight punches finding the sweet spot, destroying Hrgovic's face. The victory had been sweet, but it was also a stark reminder of the work that lay ahead if he ever hoped to face the man who once defeated again. Also, then came the bout with Anthony Joshua.
Let's go. Let's go. If he wants to swing, go. Let's go now.
Sharp, relax. Relax.
If you want to go now, let's go.
Relax.
The fight against AJ had been the most anticipated of his career. The former heavyweight champion had once been untouchable, but Daniel had studied his weaknesses and knew that with the right strategy, he could pull off the upset.
Yeah, I've known him for a long time, singing.
The tension in the arena was palpable as the two men stared each other down, their eyes locked in silent challenge. The first round was a feeling-out process, both fighters sizing each other up, throwing probing jabs and testing the waters. But as the fight progressed, Daniel began to impose his will, his punches growing in power and precision. AJ's experience was evident, but it was Daniel's youth and hunger that prevailed. The deciding round saw a flurry of punches from both men, but the younger and hungrier Brit knocked out AJ. It was clear who had won the hearts of the crowd. The victory over AJ had been a monumental one, but it was the potential rematch with Usyk that truly fueled Daniel's drive. He knew that defeating the man who had once bested him was the only way to prove that he truly belonged at the top of the heavyweight division. The buzz around the boxing world grew with every win, and soon enough, the whispers of a rematch grew louder. The promoters saw the dollar signs, the fans craved the excitement, and Daniel's team knew that they had a chance to rewrite history.
My rematch and, put the wrong right and, God bless and just...
But first, there is the matter of Joseph Parker. The New Zealand heavyweight is no pushover, and a victory over him will secure Daniel's place as the #1 contender. Daniel's training camp has to be intense, with his coach pushing him to his limits and beyond. They will have to study Parker's style, his tendencies, his strengths and his weaknesses. The game plan is simple: apply constant pressure, break him down, and never let him breathe. The weeks leading up to the fight will be a blur of sparring sessions, cardio work, and late-night strategy meetings. Daniel's camp, a hive of activity, with his coach orchestrating every move, every spar, and every meal with military precision. His muscles will ache, but his spirit needs to remain unbroken. He needs to visualize the moment of victory, the moment when he will stand in the ring, his fist raised high, and hear the sweet sound of his name announced as the winner. The anticipation is almost too much to bear, but he knows that this is what it takes to be the best. They know that Parker is a livewire, unpredictable and dangerous, and they need to be ready for anything he throws at them. The young Brit's mind needs to be sharpened, his body honed to perfection, and his spirit unbreakable. The taste of victory over AJ is still fresh, but he knows that this next fight is the one that could define his career. In the opposite corner, Parker will be waiting, his eyes cold and focused, a silent promise of a brutal battle to come. The Kiwi Samoan is known for his iron chin and devastating punch power. He's been watching Daniel's rise, studying his every move, waiting for his chance to spoil the grand plan. This is not just another fight for him, it's a chance to prove that he's more than a stepping stone on someone else's path to greatness. February 22, 2025, in the opulent Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, the stage will be set. The vast arena in Riyadh will be a sea of flashing cameras and eager fans, all waiting for the main event. The air will be thick with the scent of sweat and anticipation as both fighters walk through the dimly lit corridors, their heart pounding in their chest. The roar of the crowd will grow louder with every step they will take, each cheer and chant fueling their desire to defeat one another. Daniel is acutely aware that a victory over Parker would set him up for the ultimate showdown with Usyk. The unified champion Alexander Usyk has hinted at possibly moving down to the weight class, leaving the heavyweight title ripe for the taking.
Not a heavy shot, it's back Fury up.
And again, lovely left hand. Nice left.
The boxing community is abuzz with speculation. Is this to be the Ukrainian swan song in the heavyweight division, or will he choose to defend his belts one last time? Fight Crusaders, thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing for more content.